Coming up, have you considered doing a juice detox but didn't know where to start? Start here at a local juice cafe serving up detoxes, bowls, and more. Everyone can improve their sleep quality and benefit from it. We'll visit a wellness resort making sleep a priority and learn from Dr. Sam Rasool to find out how to improve your ability to rest and recover. Plus, a nonprofit providing music lessons to youth in need and what expecting mothers can do to prepare for delivery day. All that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franqui, and today we are at the Carillon Miami Wellness Resort, and we're talking about sleep. They have a program here at the resort that is specifically to improve your sleep. They've also upgraded all of the hotel rooms to include a smart bed so that you can not only get good sleep in it, but then get a readout of how you slept and what you can do to improve. We're going to learn much more about that and the spa treatments that they put that together with right now when we go meet Destiny. I'm now joined by Destiny of Carillon Miami.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So tell me about this program. It's about sleep, restoration, everything.
That's right, yes. So the Sleep Well Circuit is intended on assisting your quality of sleep through our touchless services, which are non-invasive treatments that nobody would be performing any services on you. The circuit consists of 5 different of the touchless treatments, starting with the VEMI. It's supposed to put you in a deeper state of sleep at a faster rate, utilizing sound waves and vibrations, following by the biocharger, which brings together the 4 most natural energies in the room to a cellular level that can assist you with meditation, sleep, really relax the mind and relieve any extra stress. Next would be the Somodome meditation pod. You're able to do either guided or unguided meditations where you'll choose themes and words within those themes to create a more relaxative state for your mind. It's really good to start the spa day and really just assist you in relieving any extra stress.
Nice.
Then next would be the Wellnamis by Gareni. That one is interesting because it utilizes sound waves, a waterbed aspect to it, and vibrations to put you in a deeper state of meditation at an even faster pace and time. And then finally we have the Mind Spa. So the Mind Spa utilizes zero gravity experience, constellation light therapy, and customizable meditation choices to really put you in a deeper state of meditation as well and relax you. What it also does is that it is completely secluded, as inside the chamber you are unable to see inside.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
We've actually been to the Carillon before, and we went through some of the touchless treatments, especially during the pandemic. It was pretty cool to see that that was even an option.
Right.
But now you're combining it with sleep in mind. And just like before, you can do the sleep circuit on its own, or you can do it as a part of an initiative that the hotel and residences have brought together, which is making sure there's a bed in every room that's a smart bed. Can you share a little more about that?
So the Bright Bed is one of our newer additions here at the Carillon in one of our luxury apartments. It's interesting because it can improve your sleep quality through adjusting the firmness of the beds, giving you sensory sounds to help you fall asleep faster at night. The best part about it is that it can track your sleep patterns and show you how you can improve your sleep quality. So that's really good if you're here for quite some time, so you can see how you can improve, maybe try some touchless treatments. But yes, it's really, really excellent for the experience.
What if I'm with someone and they have a different sleep need than I do?
Yes, then the bed is perfectly customizable to any different pressures if you're here with your partner.
Sounds great for a staycation, especially around the holiday season.
No, absolutely.
Everybody's going to need it at some point.
Exactly.
And if people would like to learn more, how can they?
They can visit us online at the CarillonMiamiWellnessResort.com.
Excellent. Destiny, thank you so much for your time. Make sure that you stay with us because later on we're going to meet up with Dr. Sam Rasool, and he's going to give us some tips so that you can sleep better. But in the meantime, watch this. Since 2020, local 10 and Publix supermarkets have teamed up to address food insecurity in South Florida. Research shows food insecurity to be associated with a host of negative outcomes for children, including health complications and an inability to perform well academically. Through the Food for Thought campaign, we support local nonprofits in their efforts to get nutritious meals into the hands of those who need it most.
As a grocery retailer, the most important thing we can do is help ensure that any and everyone has access to food, and nutritious food.
Local 10 and Publix have stocked school food pantries from elementary to college, provided essentials for expectant moms, fed homeless youth, sponsored food drives, and planted vegetable gardens.
We understand that food insecurity has no face, it has no name, but we understand that it's an opportunity for us to really give back. And Local 10 has been a great partner for us with that.
What you need to know before beginning a juice detox and tips for expecting mothers are right here when SoFlo Health returns. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franqui. This is Dr. Sam Rasool. We're at the Carillon, Miami. And later, we'll go upstairs and show you some sleep posture to improve your sleep. But in the meantime, we wanted to give you a few tips. So Dr. Sam, how can we get better sleep?
Well, supplements you can take before you go to sleep. The top three, Hunter: magnesium glycinate, zinc, and ashwagandha root. That's going to help your muscles get a REM cycle sleep, immune system boost, and give your adrenal glands the support they need. And if you're a man and you want to increase your testosterone naturally, Tribulus.
Great. Well, thank you very much. We've got a few more tips for you before we head upstairs and show you those sleep postures. But first, watch this. This is Mariana, and she is the founder of Ugo Boss, which I love the name. It's catchy and it's fun. But now, of course, you make juice here because Ugo's juice.
Yes.
All right, and what is this machine?
This right here is our cold press juicer. That's where we make magic happen.
Okay.
So basically what we do, is cold press. Cold press means squeezing the fruit and the vegetables and taking out the juice without applying any heat.
Then you're just getting straight nutrients and juice, and that's it.
That is correct, yes.
Great. And outside of the juicing here, you do other things as well, correct?
Yes. We also have smoothies, we have wraps, we have some salads.
And I hear you have a fun process for getting an acai bowl.
Oh yeah, our bowls is the fun part of the menu. So I'm gonna have you make one,
Okay.
build one, and then we're gonna see how it's gonna come out.
Great. All right, so I'm gonna go find what I need to do to order my acai bowl, and then I'll meet you at the table, and then we can show people what you do here on a regular basis.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
you're
All right,
welcome.
fine. Mariana, I ordered this, but you brought out all of this, which is very exciting. As you can see, this is the bowl that I ended up with here. You've got the sky here, you've got the mango and the coconut that I got with all my toppings, and then you've got a whole bunch of other stuff here. What do we have on the table?
Well, right now we have our two most popular smoothies. For the wraps, we have a hummus veggie wrap, buffalo chicken wrap, and the best seller is the chicken Caesar wrap.
But the heart of your business and what you do and how this all really started is the juice.
Yes.
And specifically, you have cleanses.
Yes. So if somebody orders a juice cleanse, they get 6 different juices, which you space out throughout the day. You got 3 green juices, you got a red juice, you got a nut milk, and you got a black lemonade. And then this one comes in the cleanse too. It is a ginger shot with
We've had those, and now don't worry, if you just wanted a good tasting juice, that's what I have over here. Because she's like, look, I'll be honest, these can be rough, not necessarily that they are, but she said this is going to be great. It's one of their new flavors,
Yes.
which is pomegranate, pineapple, and cranberry. I'll give it a taste. See how it is. Oh, it's good. It's tart, fresh.
I know.
love fresh juice, don't you? Of course you do. You've got a whole place that's dedicated to it.
Yes.
If people want to learn a little bit more, how can they find out more about you?
Yes, we're on Instagram. Our handle is Ugo Boss Juice Detox. We have our website, ugobossdetox.com. And we hope to see you enjoying it the way you are doing it right now.
Just do what I'm doing. Try for yourself. Mariana, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Hunter. Thank you very much for having us.
Of course.
Yes.
We have a few more sleep tips for you before we head upstairs and show you how to sleep properly. So Dr. Sam, what else do you have for us?
Well, Hunter, we talked about what you can take, but what you should avoid before you go to sleep are caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals, at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. And the big culprit that a lot of us are victim to are phones. So I always say, if you're gonna use your phone at night, advise not to do it, but if you're gonna do it, go to settings and put your night shift on. That's gonna be the best way to use your phone at night.
That'll give you more of a yellow light instead of that blue light that's known for keeping you up and exciting your mind.
Exactly.
All right, great. Well, next time you see Dr. Sam and me together, we will be upstairs and show you how to sleep properly. I'm back in Miami Beach, and I'm joined again by Dr. Marcy, aka the Down There Doc. And the last time we were together, we talked about pelvic floor and what the heck it is. And really, it takes care of a lot of important parts on both men and women, but you deal with mostly women.
I do. Yep. My specialty really is helping women who are pregnant get ready for the delivery and then recover after. There's a huge gap in maternal health care, and that's where I come in.
Yeah. What do women need to know when they're planning on getting pregnant or they do become pregnant about their pelvic floor?
We spend so much time getting ready for the baby, right? Making sure we have our nursery that looks great, the latest stroller, all of these other things. But we need to be preparing our bodies for the pregnancy and the delivery. And the pelvic floor is a huge component of that. So we really need to make sure that those muscles know what the heck to do when it's time for that baby to come out.
And what the heck do we do to prepare those muscles?
They have to get out of the way, which a lot of people don't really understand. They think that having strong pelvic floor muscles will help push a baby out, but in fact, it's the opposite. Those muscles have to be able to lengthen and relax and open. They do the opposite of a contraction. But a lot of times what we hear is, oh, you have to do all these Kegels, you have to make your pelvic floor strong, yada, 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 but that's not the case. And that's where we run into problems and why there's so much misinformation out there. So I have a system, I call it the 3 Ps, and one of the P's is perineal massage, which is a technique to actually manually stretch the tissues. The second P is called practice like you play. And this is where I teach women how to actually have a baby. What positions do we get in? How do we push? How do we breathe? And then the third is push practice. And this is where I really teach women how to bear down, how to get those muscles out of the way.
So what would you say to someone who's like, well, we've been giving birth to kids forever, like why do I need to know about this now? Or somebody who's already had a child, they're about to have their second, and they're like, I did it once, what's the difference if I do this?
Yeah, it's a great question. 2 answers to that. One, I think, is it's never too late. And a lot of my clients are 2nd and 3rd time moms because they didn't have a great delivery the first time and we're dealing with a lot of problems after, and they want to avoid the same thing happening with the second delivery, okay? And the way that we're having babies now is not the same way that we were having them hundreds of years ago. And so we need to adapt to the recent times and medication and interventions.
If people would like to learn how to do some of these techniques, how can they?
We offer a free webinar through my website, thedowntheredoc.com. It's called Push Prep 101, where I teach the 3 Ps. We can help you prepare for the delivery, so we reduce the risk of those for later, and we can just make you feel better during the pregnancy, which is so, so important. So I guess, in other words, it's never too late, and it's okay to ask for help, and we have those resources.
It also sounds like it's never too early as well.
Correct.
So basically, just what are you doing? Get to it.
That's right.
Dr. Marcy, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Come right back. Dr. Sam Rasool will improve our sleep posture, and a musician teams up with a local nonprofit to teach youth music production after the break on SoFlo Health. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franqui. This is Dr. Sam Rasool. We are still at Carillon, Miami, and we are still talking about sleep in one of their bright beds, which is now available in every hotel room so that you can get the best quality sleep, and that's what we've been talking about, sleep quality. So yes, that's why I'm in pajamas, because it's time to talk about sleep position. Because just because you've got a great bed, you've had a great day of restfulness and spa treatments, doesn't mean that you're going to sleep well if you ruin it with your posture. Is that correct?
Exactly. Hunter, you can undo all of that by the way you sleep.
Okay, so what do I need to know about sleeping posture?
Well, there's 3 types of sleeping posture everyone knows. There's back, side, and stomach. So let's start with each of them. So go ahead and lay on your back for me.
Sure.
We're going to start with back sleeping, guys. What you want first and foremost is the support under your neck. So with Hunter, we're actually going to kind of puff up the pillow a little bit. Now lean back for me. You want to put that natural curve. You don't want your head to be too far up. You don't want your head to be flat completely like a really flattened pillow. You want good neck support when you sleep. Secondarily, you see how Hunter has his hands on his stomach. You want your hands here or on your chest. You take the pressure off your upper trap area as well. And then I'm gonna put this pillow right here. You can sleep just like this. This will take the pressure off of your lower back. So again, we're targeting the neck, the mid back, and the lower back in this position. Another way, side sleeping. So with the side, you want to make sure that the head is in proper alignment with the spine. You don't want a flat pillow. You don't want a pillow that's too high. So this is perfect for Hunter. A lot of times as well, look at the shoulders. What you want to do is get in the habit of bringing your arm down. So if you can see his arm is down and actually laying on top of your shoulder where you're not rolling it forward. A lot of people do this at night, Hunter. They'll bring their legs up just like this. The one thing you can do when you're in bed at night get in the habit of moving your legs back a little bit. This will open up the front of your torso in the abdominal area. You'll feel a light little stretch. Now, you may not be able to do this all night long, but to help you, what you can do is you can put a pillow between your knees. And again, what does the pillow between your knees do? It helps keep the spine in proper alignment.
Great. What's next?
Well, the one that's the worst of the worst, sleeping on your stomach. So Hunter, I'm gonna put you in that bad position.
Side note, I used to sleep like this for about 15, maybe even 20 years before I saw a chiropractor who, it wasn't Sam actually, but Sam's helped me since, that said, hey, your shoulder blades are like 2 inches apart. And I'll show you how I used to sleep.
And there's a reason for that. If you notice, a lot of people said they sleep on their stomach, and Hunter went into the perfectly bad posture. He's such a great demonstration of this. If you notice, the first thing, let's start with his neck. His neck is completely torqued to the left and or the right side if you are, which can actually cut off the blood flow and the nerve flow to your head and all your organs as well. Secondarily, he is basically locking up his mid-back. You notice how his arms are up like this. All these joints in the mid-back are locking up. That's why a lot of people wake up and they try to stretch out and they can't. And then of course, his hips being out of alignment, he's got the whole torque going on. So when he goes to get up, he may be walking a little lopsided for a little bit until he starts to do the Sleep Well program here.
Exactly. So overall, it's a good idea to avoid that sleep. I mean, if you, in the middle of the night, if you end up that way and you wake up, you can't do anything about it. However, when you go to sleep, so the best case scenario is either to sleep on your back or on your side with the supports that you recommended.
Absolutely. You want to make sure that you practice good methods and good posture while you're sleeping. But one thing we haven't talked about, Hunter, is even after you sleep, you can be so consciously aware of it. How do you get out of bed? So Hunter, we have you in this position right here. You've had a great night's rest. Your body is not really warmed up. You've been in a relaxed state. If you catapult yourself up, you run the risk of throwing out your back or your neck. What's a better way to get out of bed? You want to gradually come out of it. So one thing you want to do is you want to scoot yourself to the edge of the bed. And then what you do is you're gonna kind of roll to your side, facing me, and then you kind of throw your legs a little bit off the bed and using your right elbow, push yourself up. Just like so. You see how easily Hunter got up there, didn't put stress on the back, didn't put stress on the neck, and this way you are saving your back today and tomorrow.
That's good. Dr. Sam, thank you so much for joining us today here at the Carillon and for all the sleep tips. We've got more SoFlo Health still ahead, so watch this. Everyone could use a little guidance, but especially kids and especially those in areas of need, and that's what they do here at Handy. They guide young people to their futures in pretty much whatever they want, but sometimes in some pretty fun ways like we're about to see inside. So follow me, we're gonna meet Star, Kirk, and so many more. Let's go meet them. I'm now joined by Alexander Starr, also known as Star. Star, thanks for joining us.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Excellent.
Awesome.
Appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you being here.
For sure.
Now, you're here at Handy. We'll get into what you do here at Handy, but first tell me, what do you do on a regular basis?
I'm an impact artist. I use music as a vehicle for positive impact. In essence, I give hope while being dope.
I like that.
Yeah.
And what do you do here at Handy?
Same thing. So when I come in the building, I work with the youth, and you know, I boiled it down to this. What I do is I find inner glow in people, I amplify it, and then I become a prism. I get them to amplify their light, beam it through me, and I show their color palette on the wall.
And specifically for the students that are coming in here, that means that they're learning how to play instruments, produce music? Tell me.
I'm on the vocal production side, and
Okay.
I'm on the lyricism side and the production side. So ultimately, you know, students come in here with a story, and I get them to write about their experiences from a lens of authenticity, and then I help them record it. What comes along with that, though, is, you know, writing music and making music and recording is fun, but there's a lot of gears that have to work. So we're teaching them the programs, we're teaching them how to use the programs, we're teaching them the hardware, the software, and then we go beyond that. You know, we're teaching them about music publishing, songwriting ownership.
The type of creation that Alexander Starr does with our young people called impact music, right? From a musician standpoint, it's beautiful, it's amazing, it has a beat, it has a melody. But I think the true impact from my side of the table, as a practitioner that's working with the young people, what I'm seeing is a therapeutic transformation. We want our young people to see themselves as leaders of this community in whatever industry they walk in, whatever school they walk in, and whatever arena life may bring them towards.
We're gonna hear from some of your mentees. Tell me about a few of them.
Yo, there's so many Here's the other reason why I love Handy. There's so many dope kids here, right? Like, they're actually really dope, right? As people, and a lot of them as artists, as producers.
I find that sometimes that when people are constrained, even if it's just for a period of time, it almost forces you to get better and better and better because you have to be innovative with what you're not supposed to be innovative with.
Yeah.
And then there's people that grow up with everything and they're not as innovative because they had it all. So it's just I get whatever I want when I want it.
If you become really great at what you have, then you realize you don't really need much else.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's doing that, but then he also can take that appreciation and skill set, and when you do give him everything, he probably runs away with it, huh?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna meet them, and we're gonna let you get to work.
Sweet.
Thank you so much for spending some time with me.
My pleasure, man.
Appreciate it. You got it.
I used to think it was impossible.
You basically have two options, either take the opportunity and take the chance or don't.
It got me somewhere, you know, on stage. And not just, you know, me just performing, you also get payment behind it.
You never know where your path lies until you actually take the chance and move forward.
So it could either elevate you or it could, you know, take you in another direction. Basically, you are spending your palette than what you used to.
Every time he comes here, it's a little festival. It's a little festival, bro. It's a little festival.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franqui. We're still at the Carillon, Miami, and I'm enjoying one of these bright beds. It's a smart bed. We've learned about sleep posture, what you can do to improve your sleep before you're even in bed, and we hope it's been helpful to you so far. And I have to say, being here at the Carillon, Miami, it's absolutely beautiful. The decor is amazing. And speaking of decor, let's check in with SoFlo Home Project host and design expert, Elena Capra. Hey, Elena, what's going on today on SoFlo Home Project?
Hi, Hunter. So today I'm going to attempt to help build a custom lighting fixture. Later today on SoFlo Home Project, we get an inside look at the artistry required to create beautiful lighting works of art.
Thanks, Elena. That's all we have for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloShows.com. You can also follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next week, it's goodbye, good health, and great sleep. It's all about the kids. We visit Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital to experience how they create a fun community environment for their patients and how a local after-school program is getting kids moving in a fun way. It's all right here next week on SoFlo Health. We'll see you then.